people who are in a smooth, drama-free, and loving relationships. Share your stories. Tell us about your successful relationship. Let's hear some positive stories. Story 1. I dated a girl for 3 years all through high school. We were pretty much inseparable, yet we somehow managed to avoid being that couple. We had lots of sex, helped each other through hard times, did all the stuff teenagers are supposed to do, but we also managed to keep everything mature and grown up. No one cheated on anybody. We both trusted each other, and we both tried to be the best person we could possibly be for the other. When it was time for college, I, being a slacker, ended up at a state school while she ended up at a more prestigious, also expensive school out of state. We despaired and tried to do the long-distance relationship thing for a while, but found it was just leading to more trouble than it was worth. We decided to break it off while we were still on good terms and weren't screaming at each other. It was the best decision we ever made for our relationship. I went through a really rough patch for unrelated reasons. I did poorly in school, drank way too much, did too many drugs, etc. On her side, she was drowning in schoolwork and had no one to turn to. We started sending each other letters for fun and to have something to look forward to. When I failed an exam, I called her in tears. She stayed on the phone for 3 hours. She would call me too, all the time. We weren't officially together. We understood each other, and we kept each other sane. We visit each other when we can and spend some of our vacations together. We Skype 3 or 4 times a week. It's not much, but it keeps us connected. She's my best friend and the most fun girl in the world. I miss her tons, but we've got to go through this whole school thing right now. I don't know what the future holds for either of us. I'm still figuring that out, but I can't imagine what it will be like without her. So yeah, it's not perfect. We aren't together. But I found someone whom I trust, enjoy, and can't stand to be without, and I'm not going to let her slip away. Story 2. I dated my current partner for 1 week when I was 17, and she told me she loved me. A week later, I said I loved her too. 4 weeks later, we found out she was pregnant. Now, at 29, we've been married for 11 years and have a healthy sex life, about 3 times a week. Our daughter is incredibly kind and intelligent. We may not be wealthy, but we own our home. Last night, we partied together and had amazing sex. We have our occasional issues, but we work through. Story 3. I've been dating my soulmate for 2.5 years. We bought a condo together and have 2 adorable cats. We enjoy watching each other play video games and hosting gatherings at least twice a week. Our sex life is great, and when we argue, it usually lasts only about half an hour. Life is good. Story 4. In college, my chemistry lab partner was beautiful. We started studying together, and I eventually told her I was falling for her. We dated for 4 years but broke up just before I graduated. I moved away, got a job, and she had 1 more year of school. Just before her graduation, we realized we still wanted to be together. She moved in with me, got a great job, and I proposed to her on Christmas. She said yes, and we got married on a cruise in a tropical paradise a year later. She recently gave birth to our first son, and now she stays home taking care of him while I work. Story 5. I've been dating my boyfriend for almost a year. He went off to university this year, and I'm finishing my last year of high school, so we're doing long distance. Things seem to be going well despite the 1,000 kilometers between us. We talk daily on Skype, just like we did when he lived at home. He's still my best friend, and we keep a calendar of when he'll be home so we can see each other in person. He's my second serious relationship. The first one was a disaster involving infidelity. This relationship is refreshing, simple, and drama-free. My family loves him, except for my racist grandparents, and vice versa. I'm happy.